Hello, welcome to Miemie's Keepsakes. I'm Arnell. I am back today with my Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, and I think my vegetable garden is done. I'm not going to do anything more to it. I keep adding and adding, and it's just not good, and my shed as well. I'll just quickly show you. Maybe I'll bring the camera down a little bit. Let's see if I can do that without it's being too crazy. Okay, so this is more or less to here was um, wildflowers, and then this, am I too close now, is my garden gate. Let's bring it up a little bit. Garden gate, and then my vegetable garden starts here, more or less to here, continues here, and then that is my shed. So I'll bring it up a little bit again. Hope that was okay. Okay, so I have done 2 pots here. I'm not crazy about them because they kind of blend into each other. I really liked Rachel's pots with the painted fabric. So what I did was, because I do want to add more pots, I coffee dyed just some regular calico, and I do like some of it over here, but here it's not that great, and I won't need that big a piece. But I thought maybe I'll try and paint a little piece and see if I like that better for the pots, because she did use painted fabrics, and I'm just using, I'm not going to wash this, so I'm not concerned that it has to be fabric paint. So this is just, I think this is the brand you buy at the dollar store. I'm not 100% sure. I've had this for a while, but it's not fabric paint or anything. It's just an experiment. So let's see. And I kind of want to dry brush it on, because hers had that, that look that the terracotta gets after a couple of years. It's faded in the sun and it's not 100% anymore. Just a solid terracotta color. I love that, and that's how her pots looked. And I know she also did some embroidery on top. I'll do that too. But I think something like this, it's not totally a terracotta color. I didn't have terracotta color, but let's go with this because I'm going to cut it out. We'll cut a flower pot and then decide if we like it or not. Anyway, that can dry. It's not that wet, it's dry brushed. I can actually use it immediately. The other thing that I did again was I wanted to just plan again, so I made a photocopy of my block so far. So what I want to do here, I have some wisteria here, but I want it in a pot. So I thought I will do more like a rounded pot, something different. Maybe I should draw this in with a pen so you guys can see what I'm doing here. So I thought I'm going to put a round big terracotta pot here and maybe have some of the wisteria come out of here, or maybe just some flowers here, not sure yet. Then I want a big bush here with roses or something, just to add some interest here. And I didn't add I was planning to add a bird bath on this side of the shed, but I decided against that and put the wheelbarrow there. So I want to add like a big willow tree here, and then a bench under the willow tree. Don't ask me how I'm going to do a bench, because I myself aren't sure, but the bench would look something like that. And then the bird bath here, that's too big, it needs to be smaller. Bird bath here with a little birdie inside. I can't draw, so don't don't look at that too much. And then in the forefront here I want a bigger pot, something like this, and I want some hydrangeas in here, so a big pot. So maybe the bird bath needs to go back, and then I'll put the bench on this side. Yeah, maybe I need to do that. The bird bath needs to go up, because otherwise it's too close to this. And then I want to make the hydrangea bush here, maybe another smaller pot here. Maybe that can be a round pot again. No, I want that, one of those. And may a bunny sitting here. Like I say, I can draw, so don't judge me. A bunny sitting here somehow. I'll figure the bunny out. And then I have the birds and the bunny as my visitors to my garden, and obviously throughout the garden you can still add more pots and more visitors, but that's what I want to do here. Not sure what will go. This I'll fill in with the next round. I think this would be enough work for this week. So that's my plan. So let's start working on what I want to do here. I probably will have to lift this pot up a little bit, undo it a little bit, and then add my big pot, but let's cut my big pot first. Excuse me, there's my scissors. Okay, let me just get something underneath the fabric. I'm still drawing with my pencil. So we want to do like the big pot. Something like that, and then it will need, okay, so let's see if that is big enough. It might need to be a little bit bigger. Let's cut it a little bit bigger. I can always cut it smaller. So it's too big, obviously. Okay, that's a good base size, I think. So that would sit there, and I can cut this for the top piece. Okay, and let's see, I want a round pot for over there. Let's see if I can cut a round pot. Something like this. I cannot draw. That's the last, honestly, I can't draw. So this is, I am very concerned about the bunny and the bench, honestly. I think the bird bath I can still do with some fabrics. So this is way too big. So let's do it a little smaller. Let's see if I cut this off here. How does that look? Yeah, well, still a little bit big. Let's round it out. I do want a round pot. Okay, still need to shape that a little bit. Does that even look round anymore? Let's cut the bottom off, and then just this is a little too pointy. I probably need scissors that can is sharp enough to do small cuts, but I don't have one. I don't think. Let's see if my little scissors that I use for embroidery would cut the fabric. I'm not sure. Oh, it would. See how that's just a little bit better, easier to control. Okay, that pot can go there, and it needs a small top. At an angle, and I think, see, these are so small, it was kind of, yeah, that needs to be smaller. That was hard with those pots too, where the little ledge of your pot. It still needs to be a teeny tiny smaller. Okay. These are so small. Okay, there. That was what I was looking for, more or less. And I'm thinking some of that can come up. And I'm not going to fold it over. If it frays, it frays. It's part of the look. So okay, then we have this pot here, and let's find another pot. I have this fabric that I used that pot for because it has some terracotta colors in here. Shall we just make the same shape pot? Just a little too wide. Use this one again. I think that big scissors, the fabric moves around while you're cutting, and then you don't get the exact cut. That's better. Okay, and then we just need a little ledge for that one. Okay, going to make this end smaller, just give it a bit of a angle like that. Yes, and that one I'm gonna undo so it will be in front of the big pot. And then I bought these needle pins. I don't know what you call them. I should have looked at the container, but they are way shorter than a regular pin. So that's this length of a regular pin, which I just find is really nice when you need to pin these teeny tiny pieces down on your fabrics. Going to undo that, but let's just pin this down so I know where I want it. Excuse me. Okay, and then I have these fabrics for the hydrangeas. I was looking for like 3 different shades of this bluey, almost purple blue color. And so for this one I am going to just do a blob of blue on top. And yes, a blob. Just something. I don't want it to be a circle. Just kind of cut it irregular. And that is too big. Need to make it a little smaller. Something like that, I think. And then I am going to go in and just make teeny tiny little squares. I don't know how long it's going to take for the flowers on top of this, so it would be dimensional. Anyway, I won't do that while you guys are watching, but I'll come in and show you what I did. So I'm going to start with finishing up my pots today. I will sew this on off camera and then come back and show you how far I got, and we'll go from there. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, I am back and I have finished adding the pots, and I hope this is not too close, but this is my hydrangea bush. So I sewed on that piece of blue that we've cut out, and then I cut out like teeny tiny squares of different colors of blue fabrics, folded it in four, and then sewed it on here. It was a little tedious, but it's done. And then I just, with embroidery floss, added some green leaves in between. So then now I have my bird bath here, and there's going to be a teeny tiny bird in there. It looks like a mushroom, I know, but it still needs some water in there and maybe some shading, and hopefully it will look like a bird bath when I'm done. But then I needed that bush in the back, so what I've done there is I bought a needle felting kit from Amazon, and I am not an expert. Actually, it's the second time I've done this. The other time I've just got it and played around with it. So in here I used the wool and felted it. If you look at the back, you can see it's felted through with a little spade and a little rake, where she was picking out the radishes and putting it in her little basket, and I needle felted that. So this is the second time I've done it, so I'll just show you, because I do want to make that bush a little bit bigger. And they did send things to protect your fingers, but they are way too big and bulky. I don't know, so I'll take my chances, but don't tell anybody I told you to do this. You should probably wear finger protection, and I'm still waiting. My friend Camille will show me how to needle felt. I'm just playing around with it. And so I thought, if I hope I'm not shaking the camera too much, and it's pretty close, but I'm just pushing the needle through, and it's just pulling, pushing the wool threads into the fabric there. And then I will go on top of this. I'm going to add some flowers and leaves, and hopefully it will look like a peony bush sitting there. We'll see. Next time I show you, we'll see. So then this, my bird bath will go in here. I still have a lot of work to do here. And then I went ahead and I painted more, a dark line of paint, and I've cut out the tree, the stump of the tree. Tree will go in there. And then I decided I was going to do the bunny sitting here in front of the pots, but now I decided I have this empty spot here. I'm going to add the bunny in here, eating some of these radishes that she picked. And so my next challenge would be to draw a bunny. I don't know how, but I'll figure it out. And then the bench here under the tree, I'm not sure how I'm going to do the bench either, but I'll add the bench here under the tree. So that is how far I got. I still think I need, like, my shed. I'm just going to add a little bit of greenery here in this pot just to balance it, maybe some grasses in front of the pot. And then on the bottom here, I was thinking maybe I'll add some of this kind of eyelet thread, just a little bit here and there, and maybe on top of this, just because this line, it's just very definite. And the same here in front of the gate, I still need something on the bottom there. But that's where I am. At least the vegetable garden, that was kind of intense thing for me. It was a lot of little things. I played along I played with a lot of yarn that I also got from Camille that I absolutely love. The texture the yarn gives, it's just amazing. And so yeah, now I need to finish this. I'm thinking the tree leaves I'm probably going to do with yarn as well, to give it that kind of fluffy look a willow tree has. And yeah, I'll work on this. And next week I think we have a prompt, or is it Wednesday that the no, I don't think a new prompt is coming out on Wednesday. So I'll work on my visitors for my garden. There'll be a bunny and a bird. And I mean, I can work bees and stuff in throughout the rest of the um, roll, snippet roll. I don't know what, embroidery roll. What do we call this? I'm not sure. But thank you for watching, and please subscribe, leave a comment. I would love to hear what you think. And if you have any suggestions, please let me know. I'm just playing around and having a lot of fun. This is really, it's so relaxing. I'm really enjoying this. I don't know a lot of um, stitches, but it is just fun at this point in time. I'm learning new stitches. I did learn the bullion stitch when I did the vegetable garden, so I have learned one extra stitch, and I'm going to try to learn another stitch this week. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.